Hey everyone, it's Paul with a special pre-Thanksgiving edition of Bold Profits Daily. Before I say anything at all, I want to wish you, your family, your friends, your loved ones, happy Thanksgiving. 2020, as everyone knows, has been a pretty difficult year with the pandemic, with the crash, with all the different things that have been going on to bring a lot of stress into our lives. So I definitely feel like this is the year when my sort of pre-American understanding of what Thanksgiving is comes really into play. I've told this story before that when I first came here as an 18-year-old kid to study in college, I had no idea what Thanksgiving was about. I had no idea about the historical story behind Thanksgiving. And I took it for what the word meant, Thanksgiving, a day of thanks. And that's always sat there in the back of my mind every time we go through Thanksgiving, which is ultimately it's a day of thanks. And I've always thought to remember the people in my life that I want to give thanks to on this day. And I hope that on this day that you as well feel some of that too. And I want to I'm thankful for all of our subscribers, our incredible, phenomenal team that does so much for me and so much for you. I want to give thanks to all of them as well. And also want to remind you that coming up soon, we are going to be doing a special Market Talk with my amazing colleague, Amber Lancaster, who does Market Talk every Monday. We're doing a special predictions edition that's going to be airing on December 7th. And I'm going to be with some of our amazing, incredible, phenomenal team. Ian Dyer, of course, who I do the Ian Cast with every Friday. Patrick Goodrich, Tamara Barkanoy, that also is on our investment team. And of course, Amber will be there as well. And that's on December 7th. So mark your calendar. We'll be doing that. And today I'm going to keep it a little bit light in terms of talking about investing and talk about three of the things that are really continuing to go on with respect to everything that really matters with respect to investing. And we have been talking about this all through this year and in truth for many years now, that there are two worlds. There are two worlds that are unfolding. One is America 1.0, the old world, if you will. These are the companies, these are the products and services that are increasingly in rapid decline and taking their companies along with it, and will take their stocks along with it too. These companies, as many of you know, these companies are in retail that are dying or have gone completely, companies like Sears, and that kind of rot is sort of spreading into other companies. And you can see it when you look at the stock prices of ExxonMobil and Wells Fargo and others, where you can see their businesses are starting to struggle, their stocks are starting to struggle. And if you are keeping up with us, you will see that the alternatives to these companies, to what they offer people, are really starting to emerge and become bigger and bigger, where more and more people are adopting it. And so I believe that we are going to continue to see that for the rest of 2020. You're going to see an acceleration of all the trends that have accelerated as a result of the pandemic, whether it be work from home, telemedicine, the adoption of new energy through electric vehicles, through autonomous driving, and all kinds of new alternatives that are really coming into play. And one of the things that is really talked about very little, and truthfully, I've talked about it very little, is the emergence of precision medicine. And just today, for example, and I'm recording this on Monday, we've gotten news now of a third vaccine with a 90% effectiveness rate. And the reason for that is precision medicine. In other words, we now are able to really finely tune what we do in terms of being able to create a vaccine. And you will see over the next 1, 3, 5, 7 years, precision medicine is also going to mean that we are going to have better drugs, better diagnoses, and that, I believe, is going to significantly increase the benefit that we as humans in our society are going to get from actual healthcare that is determined by precision medicine. So this is just one of the many, many trends that are unfolding right now, radically transforming our economy. And we talk about this all the time, either in terms of technology megatrends, Internet of Things, blockchain, artificial intelligence, new energy. And then we've got new things going on that are given very little attention by our media. For example, just over the last couple of weeks, we've seen SpaceX, Elon Musk's space company, take 4 astronauts into space. And this is one of the first times that this has ever happened. And then we also had a second event in space where a second space company was able to recover a significant part of its rocket that was used to deliver satellites. So we've got all these extraordinary, incredible things. Vaccines with 90% efficiency, unheard of, unthought of, impossible in the old way of doing things. We've got rockets that are going into space and coming back so we can reuse them once, twice. SpaceX is talking about using them at least 10 times. In other words, they're completely altering the cost of going into space. And then we're seeing the adoption of electric vehicles. There are now in excess of 10 companies making electric vehicles that are going to be increasingly available. And there's huge advances in autopilot, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, blockchain. You can see that Bitcoin is being adopted at faster rates. The price of Bitcoin is now near $18,000. And any number of cryptocurrencies, they are now starting to really push out new innovations that I believe ultimately are going to completely wreck the old world of finance and insurance and the old monetary system. And a new one is going to be formed that is going to take value, take market capitalization from the old world, from America 1.0. And that I believe is going to continue to unfold. And we will have some specific predictions that I will come to on December 7th for our predictions special that we're going to have with Market Talk, and so will all of my colleagues. So the bottom line is that we have an extraordinary amount going on, and there are many people that might lead you to think that this is a bubble, that this is something that is going to end imminently, and that you should get out and prepare for some crash. And I would tell you the opposite. I believe that we are in the early stages of this, and we are going to see an acceleration even from here, where you are going to see more change come. And with it is an extraordinary opportunity to make a phenomenal amount of money, a once in a lifetime opportunity, once in a generation opportunity, really, to take advantage of it. And at the same time, it also represents a massive risk for people that are invested in the old. And I would tell you the vast majority of people are invested in America 1.0 companies. The S&P 500, which is supposedly the market, is filled with these companies. So it's a moment of opportunity if you know what's going on, understand what's going on. And if you're interested in our views on how this is unfolding, I suggest our Profits Unlimited newsletter. There'll be a link in the description below if you want to check it out. This goes for $49 to something like $99 a year, and we exclusively focus on America 2.0, Fourth Industrial Revolution, megatrends, and we select stocks exclusively focused on that. So that's my bold profits for today, which is that America 2.0 is accelerating. The Fourth Industrial Revolution is accelerating. It's going to become more and more visible as 2020 finishes out and 2021 unfurls, and I believe it's going to represent huge opportunity. As always, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and comment below on what you are invested in and what you are looking forward to in 2020. And don't forget, December 7th, our predictions issue. Until then, this is Paul wishing you all a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next week with another Bold Profits video. Bye.